FoxBangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, a Maine-based sporting goods store will be closing its remaining locations by the end of next month.
Plus, we'll have an update regarding the Versant power rate increase.
And we'll get the details of a new bill called the Inflation Reduction Act. This and more local news right now.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Joe Cortez. Thanks for joining us this morning. It is August 8th, and more importantly, it's Monday, so we're back in the saddle, ready to rock and roll this week, and the temperature seems to be dropping off.
I know, we're having a bit of reprieve. Excuse me, it's definitely a Monday.
It is definitely a Monday.
But we have a new weatherman in the studio as well, so Chase, thank you. We'll send it over to him.
All right, your first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation. Scott's Recreation has locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Looking at the radar today, we can see we have some precipitation moving into our area. We have some coming in just north of Bangor right now, but right now you can see it's kind of dissipating towards our area, and it's moving to the east, but more of that precipitation over here is going to move into Bangor a little more later on today, and then we should have a lot of rain coming in too. It looks like Monday is going to be an all-day rain event, and it should stray off by Tuesday evening around 6 p.m. As you can see, we still have some supercell thunderstorms that will be coming through later on, but those won't be anywhere near severe. So it looks like the main threat today is going to be the heavy rain. So looking into today's forecast, we have a high of 72 with scattered showers, and we'll have some little breezy winds from the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then going into tonight's forecast, it'll be a little cooler it will be on a little cooler end with low 65. Scattered showers and thunderstorms still likely, and then we'll have some more calm winds. And then going into tomorrow's forecast, it'll be a high of 72 again with those rain showers likely with that all-day rain event Monday. And then, or with it ending tonight and then going into tomorrow, winds will be northeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then as we look into the hour-by-hour forecast for today, we can see we're in the upper 60s in the early part of the morning. And then as we get to the afternoon hours, we'll be getting close to the 70s.
First this morning, police have arrested a man in connection with the shooting death of his stepson. According to a Maine State Police spokesperson, the Mexico Police Department responded to a home at 32 Interval Avenue in Mexico on Saturday afternoon after receiving a 911 call indicating there had been a shooting in the home. Officers from Mexico and Rumford PD, as well as 2 ambulances from Medcare Ambulance, arrived to find 27-year-old Nicholas Triner of Mexico deceased. Following an investigation from Maine State Police, Major Crime Unit detectives, which lasted overnight, Saturday and well into Sunday, Triner's stepfather, 52-year-old Thomas Tellier of Mexico, was arrested for the shooting death of Triner. Tellier was transported to the Oxford County Jail on the charge of murder. Tellier will be arraigned later this week in Oxford County Superior Court.
A 67-year-old man is found dead after a fire in Baileyville. According to a Department of Public Safety spokesperson, Baileyville's fire department responded to a fire at 24 Summit Street early Friday morning. Firefighters discovered the body of an adult inside the home. Investigators from the fire marshal's office were contacted and began an investigation. According to the release, the deceased is believed to be 67-year-old Craig Thompson. The body has been transported to the office of the chief medical examiner in Augusta. An autopsy is expected to be conducted to confirm the identity and cause of death. Authorities are still investigating, but there is no indication of foul play at this time.
Attorney General Aaron Fry has announced a new hire. Anna Love will serve as the new Chief of Investigations Division for the Attorney General's office. Love is the first woman to ever serve in this position. She comes from the Department of Public Safety as a veteran investigator. Love began her 25-year tenure with the Maine State Police as a trooper. She was nominated for the Trooper of the Year 3 times, both as a trooper and a detective, and was the first female lieutenant to run the Maine Information and Analysis Center and oversaw the academy and specialty teams for the Maine State Police. Attorney General Fry said, quote, "She brings a depth of experience and strength of leadership that will serve our office and our state well." She was sworn in Monday, August 1st.
Plymouth Town members says it's been a long time coming following the official groundbreaking for their new fire station. Former firemen, town officials, and Plymouth residents gathered together, showing that the new fire station approval was a community effort. The fire department only has volunteers at this time, but Fire Chief Tyler Dean says he hopes the new building will appeal to potential employees. After 5 years of planning and numerous attempts to repair the previous fire station, the town council decided to start fresh.
The roof got bad and it leaked water inside and it got black mold, and the building was just not savable.
The residents of this town are the best. It's a small community. We only have like 1,400 people here. But the people here in town realize how important the fire department is to the community.
The town expects the new fire station to be completed by spring of 2023. The Plymouth Fire Department will share space with the Detroit Fire Department during construction.
Versant Power is planning on increasing its rates. However, the announcement is drawing criticism from various state officials. Devin Dagnalt has the details.
Versant Power has made the announcement that they will be pursuing a rate increase of 9%, which amounts to an additional $10.50 a month, or about $126 a year for the average residential ratepayer. Judy Long, Versant Power's manager of communications, says that they are requesting the hike in order to continue to make improvements like the outdated metering system, which is responsible for determining a customer's power usage so that they can be accurately billed. Long also says that Versant will work to decrease the rate and durations of power outages in northern Maine. Critics, however, doubt the company's need for the rate increase and are challenging it. Among them is Maine's public advocate, William Harwood.
We recognize that it takes resources, and there are two goals here. One is to keep the rates low, but the other goal is to keep the lights on. There's 160,000 families there served by Versant Power, and it's important that they have the resources to keep the lights on, keep the power on, keep the service on. And so we will be looking carefully at that and making sure that ratepayers aren't paying a penny more than they need to.
Despite all this, Versant plans on implementing the rate increase by the summer of 2020.
So we know that as part of this process, there's going to be a hard look taken to make sure that people understand and verify that these are prudent investments. And we welcome that opportunity. The more people get involved, the more people understand what they're paying for, that's better. And we have confidence that what we're doing is right for the residents of Maine.
For now, Versant's announcement remains just that, an announcement. The company has 60 days to file a formal request with the Public Utilities Commission, which they plan on doing. In Bangor, Devin Dagnall, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:08, and coming up next on Good Morning Maine, the U.S. Department of Agriculture has invested over $10 million into farming outreach programs.
But before the break, let's take a look at your forecast. A lot different than last week. We got overcast and showers moving in on your Monday morning. Tonight, fog, rain, and thunderstorms are expected. Those temperatures are finally dropping down to a low of 63. And tomorrow, you guessed it, there's more rain on the way with a high of 76.
Looking to haul a new piece of equipment? Homeowners or commercial, Coops Truck and Equipment has the right trailer for you. Coops is the largest dealer of truck flatbeds and hauler bodies in the state and can replace any old rusty bed or outfit, any new truck. Our full service facility can modify all truck and trailers with steel and aluminum fabricators on duty. We are your go-to place for CM truck bodies, H&H trailers, and load trail trailers. For trailers, truck bodies, truck outfitting, and more, it's Coops.
The ABC 7 at Fox 22 Ultimate Backyard Barbecue giveaway is back. 5 lucky winners will take home $100 in quality meats from WVII & Sons. In addition, 1 lucky winner will win a grand prize of a brand new Weber gas grill. All you need to do to become a winner is stop by and fill out an entry form at Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, natural gas, air conditioners, and mini-split heat pumps installations, or the Farmer's Table in Corinna for breakfast, lunches, dinners, and desserts made from farm-fresh ingredients. Make your summer barbecue ultimate with ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
He physically assaulted you?
Yes. At this point, I had found out that I was pregnant.
By him?
I told him to calm down.
It's fabrication.
No.
A lot of very disturbing things.
Hot Bench. Monday at 3 on ABC 7.
Senator Angus King held a press conference Saturday and discussed a new bill called the Inflation Reduction Act.
President
the bill
Biden
aims
ended
to
his
lower
isolation after
healthcare
testing
and energy costs, cut the deficit, and fight climate change. Senator King says the bill is fully paid for. He has also proposed a 15% minimum corporate tax on companies that make over $1 billion in profit each year. And the bill includes legislation that will cap Medicare out-of-pocket drug expenses at $2,000. Medicare employers will be able to negotiate consumer prices as well. On Sunday, the Senate approved the package and now heads to the House, where it is likely to pass as early as Friday.
The U.S. Department of Agriculture has invested $14.5 million into 2 outreach programs for new Maine farmers and ranchers. This new initiative offers support to producers in navigating tax season. $10 million will be allocated for agriculture-oriented taxpayer education, and the other $4.5 million will head to Conservation Reserve programs, Transition Incentives Program. These programs help with access to land for beginning and disadvantaged farmers and ranchers. According to the release, both efforts help advance equity and access to USDA programs and agriculture. For more information, check out the USDA's website.
Congressman Jared Golden had asked for $7 million in funding for the University of Maine's Advanced Manufacturing Center, with hopes of expanding program advances throughout the state. UMaine's Advanced Manufacturing Center works with companies to collaborate on research and economic development. Students are able to gain hands-on experience working on industry projects. The funding would establish 3 manufacturing training innovation centers in partnership with Southern Maine Community College. The unique program aims to train the next generation while attracting younger families to Maine.
Maine is still very much a manufacturing state, small-scale manufacturing. Over time, I think the goal is for Maine to be regionally, but even nationally recognized as a place where you want to come to study if you want to get into the forest products industry.
The funding is really critical to be able to put the new technologies in. These technologies are not inexpensive.
Golden was able to secure money through a funding bill which passed in the House last month and is now working with the Senate to gain complete approval. The time is now 6:12. After the break, the annual coastal cleanup in Maine is now open for registration.
Plus, we'll hear from members of the the Coast Guard Auxiliary in Portland. This and more local news when we return.
Wherever you are, whether you're ready or not, it's coming. With a purpose, with persistence, with the power to change the way you live. So you don't have to change the way you live. Generac automatic standby generators. Control your power, control your life. Visit Generac.com.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
When Natural Living Center wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Natural Living Center offers natural groceries, organic produce, the largest selection of supplements in the area, gluten-free products, and more for your health.
GMA this week's gonna make you say, ooh, with a red-hot 3-day Deals and Steals event. Then Chef Bobby Flay brings the heat live, Diane Keaton, and a scorching performance by Megan Thee Stallion. This week only on GMA.
They are the first to respond in the waters of Portland Harbor. The Coast Guard Auxiliary is a team of volunteers who patrol one of the busiest waterways in the state. Owen Kingsley explains how their biggest mission, to keep boaters safe, doesn't happen out on the ocean.
Where you go? Man overboard, starboard side! This is just a drill, but the Coast Guard Auxiliary is preparing for the real thing.
And is he conscious?
Because they coast around the waters of Portland's harbor, the auxiliary is the first to respond to any emergency. Whether it's a broken down boat, search and rescue, they assess how serious the situation is and then call in the Coast Guard if they need more help.
If it was something that was obviously like a boat went down, coolers, floats, life jackets with the boat name on it, then that gets reported right away, and then because we're first on scene, we would start an initial search in the immediate area.
On the water, they stay ready to respond. In June, with freezing ocean temps, they had to rescue a man who capsized their inflatable kayak.
He went in the water, and by the time we got there, he had been in the water for about 45 to 60 minutes. He was borderline hypothermic.
If you ask them, the most important work they do isn't on the water. It's through teaching boaters how to be prepared.
I think one of our strongest goals is making boaters better boaters and safer boaters. So much of what we do in the Coast Guard and Coast Guard Auxiliary is not on the water. So much of it is on the land, prevention oriented, from training, education, programs, policy, things of that nature that make it safer out here.
They say they want to make sure larger boats are well equipped with the proper safety gear, while paddlers of canoes and kayaks don't underestimate the conditions of the ocean compared to their more casual inland boating.
So basically, be prepared. Take some training, do some education, start off slow, build your skills and your confidence.
The Maine Central program has opened registration for its annual coastal cleanup. Taking place throughout the month of September, participants can volunteer their time to help clean up Maine's coastal shores and waterfronts. Once registered with their designated location, the Department of Marine Resources will remove the location from the available sites on the online registration form. Prior to the date of the cleanup, site coordinators will be sent a package with all the necessary resources to collect and record trash. Now, Department of Marine Resources Senior Planner Teresa Torrent says helping out with this initiative is more important than ever.
The impacts of trash on the marine environment, particularly now that a majority of our trash is plastics based, the trash has a very lasting impact when in the ocean.
The International Coastal Cleanup was created 35 years ago to address the problem of trash in oceans and coasts.
It's a chance for visitors to learn more about one of Maine's most well-known crops. Our Stephanie Wittenbach visited Holden to check out a local blueberry farm.
Maine's second ever Wild Blueberry Weekend is a chance for out-of-state visitors and locals alike to get a taste of the wild blueberries here in the state. Governor Janet Mills stood with blueberry farmers when she declared the first Wild Blueberry Weekend at the Blaine House last July. A wild blueberry farm in Holden is showing visitors their farm for the very first time.
We acquired this property in 1981-ish, whatever. We built the home in 84. The blueberries are just an added bonus with the view. And so we decided that at that point that we needed to help nourish the blueberries to provide us with a product that was desirable, and it has paid off.
Warren says people came out to harvest blueberries Saturday and describes her blueberries as...
They're definitely sweet, definitely sweet.
People were able to buy 10-pound bags of wild blueberries, fresh or frozen.
We just came to get them because my sister's not here and her room's based off Blueberries for Sal's.
Blueberries for Sal is a children's book, which Saslev says is his sister's favorite. Linda Johnston, a family member of the Copeland Hill Wild Blueberry Farm, says coming to Maine is her favorite part of the year.
I look forward to it every year. I've been working Rhonda's blueberries for 10, 12 years, something like that.
Johnston enjoys creating a wide variety of food products with Maine's blueberries.
We make jelly, we make jam, we make blueberry pies, stuff like that, and to me that's a lot of fun.
Warren says Sunday is their last day of fresh blueberries. From Monday on, her farm will carry frozen wild blueberries for the public to purchase. Family friend Johnston says farmers don't normally open their doors to the public. It was great meeting everyone, she says.
This place is amazing. I mean, the sunsets and sunrises are absolutely fantastic, and it's just a nice place to be.
Restaurants and breweries are participating in Wild Blueberry Weekend as well. To find out who's participating, you can go to wildblueberries.com. In Holden, I'm Stephanie Wittenbach reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
The time is now 6:20.
And let's get a full look at our forecast with our new meteorologist, Chase Ropenack, is in with the latest.
Good morning, Chase.
Your Maine weather today is brought to you by Scott's Recreation. Scott's Recreation is New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest tractor and camper prices, locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. So as we look right now, we can see that we have our futurecast temperatures today. It's going to be a little bit on the cooler end. As you can see, once we get into the early morning hours at 10:30, Bangor is going to be sitting at 64. So those temperatures should warm up, but it's not going to be warm like it was for the past week. So we are hitting the cooler end today. Looking at the temperature trend, we can see we're only going to have a high of 72 today. And those temperatures throughout the week are going to slightly increase. By Sunday, we'll see we're going to be sitting just a little bit above average at 82 degrees. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful week coming up with some beautiful temperatures. So looking at the humidity today, we can see that the humidity has gotten on the lower end now since those temperatures have dropped. We're in the more comfortable region. It does look like as those temperatures increase a little bit, it will get a little muggy, but then by looks like Thursday midday, those temperatures will drop back down to the 50s, and the humidity will be in a lot more comfortable region. So now we're looking at the radar. We can see we do have some showers coming through right now. A lot of these are moving east right now and bringing just heavy rain with them mostly. It doesn't seem to be anything too severe with these thunderstorms. So looking into the future now, we can see that we do have a lot of showers coming. Some of those do have some thunderstorms embedded with them. They can bring gusty winds, heavy rain, and possibly some small hail with those. And as we look into the winds now, or actually, sorry, not the winds, the rainfall, we can see we're getting quite a bit of rain, almost getting close to 2 inches in Holton up here. And then we're a little over ½ inch in this area. And as the more south you go, the rain does decrease, but we're still going to get quite a bit of rain in some areas, so expect that coming on with those heavy showers. And then looking into tonight's forecast, today's forecast, we have a high of 72 with some scattered showers and a little bit of breezy winds from the northwest. And then going into tonight's forecast, we do have a low of 65 degrees with more scattered showers and thunderstorms coming our way. As we look into tomorrow's forecast, it'll be a high of 72 again with some rain showers likely with that all-day event coming in. And as we go into the extended forecast for today, you can see that we do have a rain chance Monday and Tuesday with some thunderstorms coming in as well. Wednesday with those highs in the mid-70s. And then Thursday and Friday will come back with more rain with highs close to 80.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
The WVII at Fox 22 Ultimate Backyard Barbecue giveaway is back. 5 lucky winners will take home $100 in quality meats from WVII & Sons. In addition, 1 lucky winner will win a grand prize of a brand new Weber gas grill. All you need to do to become a winner is stop by and fill out an entry form at Natural Living Center, featuring a huge selection of natural and organic groceries, health and beauty supplies, and more. Or Chapel Hill Floral, we're your neighborhood florist. Make your summer barbecue ultimate with WVII and Fox 22.
Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor is the best and only spot you should go to for your rug cleanings. Serving Maine for more than 70 years, we care about your rugs. Clean rugs last longer, and our family takes pride in being the professionals that you can trust. Our cleaning process consists of soaking your rug in a bath, shampooing, rinsing, and drying in a humidity-controlled dry room, making sure no detail is overlooked. Need a repair? We fully service every type of rug for you. Saliba's Rug Cleaners.
We care about your rugs.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
On to your national spotlight. A mass shooting injured 9 people outside a bar in Cincinnati. It happened early Sunday in the city's over-the-Rhine neighborhood. Witnesses described chaos as people ran for safety and police scattering to find the gunman. Police say an officer fired one shot at the suspected shooter as he fled, but it's not clear if the shooter was wounded. The victims were hospitalized and none are in critical condition. Meanwhile, another shooting in the city's central business district injured at least 2 people. Police don't know yet if the shootings are connected.
Beachgoers may be changing their minds about getting into the water as climate changes are increasing bacteria in the water. Fox's Liz McLaughlin reports.
North Carolina's beaches could be brimming with bacteria.
When we're getting these, what I refer to as normal summertime rainfall events, that we're seeing these kinds of spikes in these bacterial concentrations.
UNC professor and microbiologist Rachel Noble says she's seeing some of the highest E. coli and fecal indicator bacteria numbers of her career.
They're so high that I'm suspecting that some sort of pipe in some of these locations is either cracked or broken.
She says rising sea levels and higher high tides caused by climate change are filling aging infrastructure with salt water, further eroding drains and seeping sewage into swimming waters, in addition to rising temperatures that let germs flourish.
Actually, those bacteria can persist for much longer periods of time in those systems.
States test the water, but the results typically take 48 hours, so swimmers may be in contaminated water before an advisory is released, or avoid swimming after the levels have returned to normal.
I don't check the swim guides, but we know the rule about not swimming, especially in the inlet side after a big storm from the storm runoff. It's pretty gross.
The thought of that in the water is enough to make some beachgoers flip out and potentially rethink recreation.
I don't know if I want to go in the water anymore.
Noble says it's a safe bet to stick to only swimming in a treated pool for 24 hours after it rains. Liz McLaughlin, WREL News.
Still to come here on the second half of our show, the Bangor State Fair is officially in the books. We'll get a recap of the fun.
And on that note, the Newport Festival was held this weekend as well. Another fun recap when we return.
Do you struggle to open or close your windows? Are they drafty or leaky? Are you constantly adjusting your thermostat only to have your energy bill skyrocket? If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing. Don't miss out. Call Renewal by Andersen today.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. If you have or are eligible for Medicaid, please listen closely. You may be eligible for a Medicare Advantage plan from WellCare with a zero or low plan premium. Call now. We can answer your questions and help you enroll over the phone. WellCare provides access to essential benefits that go beyond original Medicare, such as dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage with free home delivery. Plus, extra benefits like free over-the-counter healthcare items, free transportation, free gym membership, and home-delivered meals. Get more access to care with WellCare's telehealth services, including online doctor visits and a 24-hour nurse advice line. WellCare is contracted with Medicare to provide plans that may be perfect for you. Call 1-844-471-0022 now. That's 1-844-471-0022.
It takes all types to play Family Feud, the Doghouse Daddy.
What's the least sexy thing your wife has ever worn?
Granny panties, Steve.
The Family Blabbermouth.
Grandma's sick of Grandpa falling asleep in the middle of what?
Going to the bathroom.
Herman, get up off this toilet!
See all the types on Family Feud.
Weekdays at 9 on ABC 7.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Good morning, Maine. It's Monday, August 8th of 2022. Those hot temperatures will take a back seat for the beginning of the week, and Chase has the forecast in just a moment.
For today in history, it was on this day in 1974, Impeachment proceedings were underway involving the Watergate affair, and President Nixon became the first president in American history to resign. Vice President Gerald R. Ford would be sworn in as the 38th President of the United States.
Birthdays today include American actor Dustin Hoffman turns 85 years old, Canadian politician and former hockey player Ken Dryden turns 75, and tennis champion Roger Federer is 41.
And for your national holidays, it's International Cat Day, National Bargain Hunter Week, National Frozen Custard Day, and it's Afternoon Tea Week, which sounds perfect with the rain that we're having. A tea and a nice magazine or a book. That sounds
right
lovely.
on the porch while it's raining. Oh.
You read my mind.
I just thought that's exactly what I'm going to do this afternoon.
I know I don't have a porch, but somebody invite me
just
to
get
your
an
porch.
umbrella. Do a makeshift porch. You can just get an umbrella and put it over a chair.
It does simulate the noise, though. Like,
yes.
Rain on an umbrella is a really nice noise.
I feel like there's nothing more calming than when you can just sit outside with the rain, and you're dry, though. You got to be dry.
I know. My AC has been droning out the sound of the rain lately, and that's, I don't like that.
I know what you mean. The AC has been cranking all weekend, but the good thing is this week, temperatures are really dropping. We went from 94 to the mid-70s last night, and they're going to keep falling off the rest of the week, and we're getting a lot of rain, which we do need. We've been in a drought recently.
I know. The yards are already burnt up, but still, we can always use the rain. So.
We need just a little bit. Let's turn it over to meteorologist Chase Ropanak. He's in with the latest.
Good morning, Chase.
All right, your first weather is brought to you by Scott's Recreation. Scott's Recreation has locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Looking at the radar today, we can see we have some precipitation moving into our area. We have some coming in just north of Bangor right now, but right now you can see it's kind of dissipating towards our area, and it's moving to the east, but more of that precipitation over here is going to move into Bangor a little more later on today, and then we should have a lot of rain coming in too. It looks like Monday is going to be an all-day rain event, and it should stray off by Tuesday evening around 6 p.m. As you can see, we still have some supercell thunderstorms that will be coming through later on, but those won't be anywhere near severe. So it looks like the main threat today is going to be the heavy rain. So looking into today's forecast, we have a high of 72 with scattered showers, and we'll have some little breezy winds from the northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then going into tonight's forecast, it'll be a little cooler it will be on a little cooler end with low 65. Scattered showers and thunderstorms still likely, and then we'll have some more calm winds. And then going into tomorrow's forecast, it'll be a high of 72 again with those rain showers likely with that all-day rain event Monday. And then, or with it ending tonight and then going into tomorrow, winds will be northeast 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then as we look into the hour-by-hour forecast for today, we can see we're in the upper 60s in the early part of the morning. And then as we get to the afternoon hours, we'll be getting close to the 70s.
Thank you, Chase.
And over the weekend, the Bangor State Fair was back at full capacity, and that was located at the Bass Park. Cross Insurance Center event planner Abigail Michaud says last year's Bangor State Fair was on a small scale.
But this year, it's back to normal, and she hopes the company will continue to grow year by year.
So this year we have a little bit more rides. We brought back the demolition derby and the tractor pulls, and we have live music and a beer tent this year as well.
The high was on Sunday. It was 93 degrees, but that didn't stop locals from stopping by.
We just did a little bit of traveling the past 2 weeks, and it's just nice to be at home for once, doing something that our state enjoys instead of other states.
The fair will be back again next year for another 4 days of carnival-style fun. Newport is celebrating another year of the Riverwalk Festival. Despite scorching temperatures Saturday, families made it out to Newport's Riverwalk Festival, which featured pony rides, face painting, food, and cornhole.
The festival kicked off with a parade at 10 a.m., and Deborah Ricker, a member of the festival's committee, says a special person was in town. She says Cooper Flagg, Nokomis High School's basketball star athlete, was part of that special parade.
He was down here mingling with everyone. It was wonderful.
And Ricker says business in the area sponsored the festival so that children can enjoy attractions for free. Main Street Skowhegan has recently established a program for those wishing to improve their skills in the business world.
Dylan Holloway stopped by the Skowhegan Center for Entrepreneurship to get a closer look.
The Skowhegan Center for Entrepreneurship is one of the latest creations from Main Street Skowhegan. The center was created to serve the needs of local entrepreneurs and business owners. Business Relations Manager Patrick Moore says Main Street Skowhegan realized during COVID that additional support was needed to help out the town's local businesses.
So in 2021, Main Street Skowhegan started a business needs assessment and did some outreach. We talked to about 135 different businesses, and from that survey, we realized an entrepreneurial center would be a great benefit for the community.
Moore says business owners identified challenges they face, as well as training programs and activities they would like to see.
Primarily more networking opportunities. They wanted to see conference space because there's not really a place to hold meetings in Skowhegan. So the center serves that purpose, and we've been seeing an increase in that too. So it's nice to see that happening.
The center opened its doors in April of this year, and Moore says several plans are in the works for future workshops. He says one such program is the upcoming 7-week business lab, which starts October 1st.
So really designed as a high-paced course for aspiring entrepreneurs or current business owners looking to start a new product or another service, and really testing it to see if it's viable for the market and helping them through that process.
For more information on the center, visit SkowheganEntrepreneurship.com. Reporting from Skowhegan, I'm Dylan Holloway for ABC7 and Fox 22.
A Maine-based sporting goods chain that once had more than 200 stores on the East Coast is closing its remaining 35 locations.
Olympia Sports was founded in 1975 by Edward Manganello, who opened the first store at the Maine Mall in South Portland.
The Portland Press-Herald reported that by 2013, it had 226 locations from Maine to Virginia. Remaining locations will close by September, and liquidation sales are underway.
I missed it last week.
I
was in
know.
Portland, and I was like, I got to stop at Olympia to get the sales and see what's sitting around. But
I think there's one in Ellsworth. I think that's the closest one to us in Bangor.
I believe so, yeah. I think it's Ellsworth or Augusta, but Ellsworth is closer than Augusta.
Oh, I know. Well, still to come here this morning, sports memorabilia is making a comeback with the younger generation. Dave Peck and Jeff Hoke will join us for sports.
We'll be right back.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
All this week, take a spin with Wheel around the world.
You ready for this? I'm born ready, Pat.
Get a peek at our international versions of Wheel.
Greeting from Argentina,
Finland,
Spain,
Uruguay, and see how America's game is played across the globe.
Their game is like a party.
It's Wheel around the world all this week.
Enjoy!
Weekdays at 7 on ABC7.
This week on Jeopardy!
Look at those scores.
Relive some of the best moments from this season with Tournament of Champions qualifier Andrew He's run.
Close game, Andrew. You can see the scores.
I'll bet it all.
And Amy Schneider's first show.
Amy, you're the only one with any money.
Plus, 3 more players claim their spot in the first ever Jeopardy! Second Chance competition this week.
All this week at 7:30, only on ABC7. We know your life is busy. You have a lot to do. And like you, the news doesn't stop. So when you are ready for us, we'll be ready for you. WVII.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Well, I was always told growing up that the most valuable baseball card was an original Honus Wagner. Now, I'm not exactly sure if that's still the case, but I do know that the sports memorabilia craze is on the rise, including right here in Maine.
It's definitely come way back around.
Mike Goulet, co-owner of Legacy Sports Cards in Saco, says business is booming.
Very popular right now. Younger kids getting back into it, and that's been a really cool aspect of, fathers coming in with their sons.
Mike says the pandemic may have sparked a resurgence.
It brought people back into the industry. Some people were doing it for fun, because they were bored, but some people started doing it to actually make money.
And depending on what cards you have and the condition they're in, you could have a home run stashed away in some old shoebox.
They put these big hits, autographs, jersey cards, and different pieces in these boxes that people chase. And it makes it very, intriguing for people.
Is it like a lottery ticket if you get one of these lucky packs?
I would say that, absolutely.
But the game has changed. Cards are now going under the microscope before heading to the auction block.
It goes by different points of the card. They'll give you a grade 1 to 10 on the surface. They'll give you a grade 1 to 10 on the edges, 1 to 10 on the corners, 1 to 10 on the back of the card. So it's actually, it's pretty extreme of how they check the cards.
But the most important thing to remember,
it only takes one card, So sometimes you got to dig a lot to find what you're looking for.
In Saco, Dave Ead, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Dave. Always interesting to see what the value is at a certain time for certain sports memorabilia things. For now, though, we're going to transition, head to the couches as we are right now, and go to some Double Take. All right, welcome into Double Take. Dave Peck alongside Jeff Hoke of 92.9 The Ticket and ABC 7 and Fox 22 here, our Red Sox specialists. It has been quite an interesting week. We had trade deadline. We had certain home runs called not home runs. But let's talk about the trade deadline here for the Sox. Christian Vasquez is gone.
Yep.
First baseman Eric Hosmer is here. Outfielder Tommy Pham is here, among others. I just want to get your initial reaction of what happened this week.
My initial reaction, it's very weird because it started off with the Christian Vasquez trade, which everyone after that thought it was going to be a full-on fire sale. It didn't end up that way, whether or not they didn't get the pieces they wanted back or what. But they did get better in other spots. They got better at the first base, which is not hard to do at this point, given, Franchi Cordero's been at first base. Bobby Dalbec's been at first base. You got Tommy Pham out of left field now, and that's an improvement. So slight improvements here and there. Now the question is, can they step up in the second half of the season and make that push to the playoffs?
The big question mark for me is how this affects the veterans, and we've talked about it before just off air. Xander Bogaerts seems to be very upset. Christian Vasquez, obviously, they were friends. They were close coming through the Red Sox system. But he is a little bit disenfranchised. We heard his comments about maybe the lack of communication with Chaim Bloom, the direction of this Red Sox team. Do you think that will affect things going forward, or how do you see the rest of this season shaking out? Because they are still in the wild card hunt.
Well, it appears that Chaim Bloom did talk to Xander Bogaerts. He flew down to Houston after all was said and done and had an open-door meeting with everybody. I'm sure Xander Bogaerts was the first guy he talked to. And we saw him just a little upset afterwards, and we understand that. You said they were best friends, and when you lose your best friend, it's always a tough thing to do. But you got to get your mind back in the game. You get paid the money to do this, and I'm always part of the fact that, you got to keep on playing for the rest of the season. You're a free agent after the season. If you decide to leave, then you can leave. But until then, you got to keep playing like you can. You got to keep getting your numbers back up so you can get that payday up more and more.
So they kind of sold, they kind of bought, but here we are. Now we know what our roster looks like. You have a little bit better in the outfield. You have a first baseman finally, because Dalbec and Franchi Cordero have been an absolute disaster. Christian Vasquez is gone, but based on the roster that is on the field right now, who do you see that maybe needs to step up outside of maybe a Devers or these core guys? Who do you think needs to make a difference in order for them to reach the playoffs?
JD Martinez is that big name that needs to be able to step up and be able to start hitting better. He has not had a very good season at all this year, and coming into a contract year like he is, his numbers aren't very good, and you're looking at possibly him either staying at a lower price now or him going somewhere else at a lower price. And if he can get his bat hot in that middle of the lineup after Devers, I think that's going to open up a lot.
You went offense. I'm going to go pitching, and we know that the starting rotation has been banged up at all. But
Yep.
Nick Pivetta was one of the best guys early on, May, June. He was around a 2 ERA in July, which was a fire sale for the dumpster fire, just an absolute disaster.
So it's an understatement at this point.
It is an understatement. I think we're being nice. He had an ERA north of 9. So how can you go out there with your number 2 guy and have an ERA north of 9 and expect to compete if that continues? So we saw him recently. He gave up 3 runs in 5 or so innings, so it wasn't terrible. It was the bullpen that really let him down. That's another thing that they got to shore up.
Yeah, and we saw the other day against Kansas City, they put Darwinson Hernandez out there. Tie game 3-3, something you don't expect. They just called him up, and it's a tie game, and that's the one thing you don't expect. He ends up giving up 2 walks, 2 singles, and a 3-run home run, which ended up not supposed to be a home run.
It was not a home run.
Not a home
run.
Later on, decided not to be a home run. But him being in that spot when Alex Cora is a guy that says you got to chase the wins. It's kind of a weird formula that he has there as to why he brought Darwinson in yesterday. And he's not major league level anyway.
Real quick, one answer, one word. Are you buying or selling the rest of the season? Will they make the playoffs? I'll give you a couple words.
I will buy.
You're buying?
I'll buy.
Okay, I believe it too. They're in the hunt. They have 11 series left against AL East opponents. They still haven't won against the opponent in the AL East, so that is certainly a hurdle. But appreciate you coming on and appreciate your optimism too.
Hey, I try my best to stay optimistic, and everyone knows if you listen to the morning show on 92.9 every morning, I'm a very optimistic person when it comes to the Red Sox.
Yes, he is. That's Jeff Hoke. We'll be right back after the break.
When pipes froze and water damage ravaged a home, Bouchard Cleaning was there to restore and dry things up. When a home in Wells needed mold remediation, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration performed as promised. From Madawaska to Owl's Head, Ashland to Bath, we've answered the call. More than just a cleaning company, we're restoring Maine. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
The thing about domestic violence is it can happen at any point in life to anybody. The thing about Next Step is we are here at any time for you. If you feel like your relationship has gotten somewhere you never wanted it to be, just know we are here for you and we'll always be here for you. One thing we often hear is, if I had only known that you could help me with that, I would have called you so much sooner than I did. So please give us a call.
You love the puppy. Your son loves the puppy.
Yes.
What are you doing here?
She hoped one dog would lead to more. So they said I would have to have him neutered. I could not breed him.
All of a sudden you want to become a dog breeder?
I wanted to breed the dog so I could get a female dog. Does she expect something for nothing? She wanted the dog back.
You wanted money back and the dog?
Yes.
And you called the Attorney General?
Next, Judge Judy.
Monday at 5, only on ABC 7.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Christopher Watson.
Talk to me.
I am ready. You are getting the new and improved me.
The Brad Pitt action comedy Bullet Train topped the weekend box office, earning $30.1 million. Not bad, but on the low end of expectations.
I have an owner. He's Superman.
DC League of Super Pets drops to second in week 2, another $11.2 million there, with the sci-fi horror flick Nope also sliding a spot to third in week 3.
Easter Sunday is like the Filipino Super Bowl.
The comedy Easter Sunday stumbles out of the gate with an 8th place finish.
Good morning, aviators.
It's another milestone for Top Gun Maverick. The action sequel's now topped Titanic as the 7th highest grossing film domestically with $662 million. Actress Anne Heche is in stable condition following an auto accident Friday in Los Angeles that ended with her being pulled from a burning car. No official word on the nature or extent of her injuries. Born David Evans, we know him as U2 guitarist The Edge. He's 61 Monday. And that's what's happening in Hollywood.
There's a problem that really stinks in Livermore. Literally, people are complaining about litter and feces in the area of Brenton's Pond, which is only supposed to be open for residents. As Megan Wilgus reports, town leaders and neighbors say it's disgusting and something has to be done.
Oh, it's beautiful. You can see all the way up the lake.
Lorraine Woodard has lived across the street from Brenton's Pond since 1964.
I made the blueprints and we had the house made.
Woodard tells me she used to love walking along the beach here when she was younger, but wouldn't dare go here now after seeing people dump trash into the water and hearing about needles in the sand.
I can't understand it. I remember when I was a kid, I would go down and walk all over down there. People were swimming, because I don't swim, and everything, and it was so clean.
Administrative Assistant Aaron Miller says the town has received complaints about trash and feces at the beach for the past 4 years, including a report of a dead cat in 2018. He says this year they have received 3 complaints, one from Nickerson Septic, who claims something that was thrown into the porta potty clogged up suction on the septic truck. He wrote in a statement, the board is currently weighing options, including fencing off the area, installing gates, and hiring an attendant.
It's nice for a boat launch, but fine, make it a boat launch. Make no swimming there.
The Bretons Pond Association says they have yet to be contacted this year about trash and feces complaints. The president of the association, Churchill Barton, says they participate in a volunteer lake monitoring program where members check water clarity throughout the open water season. When contacted about the recent complaints, he wrote in a statement, the BPA plans to discuss the matter at their annual meeting later this month. The next select board meeting is on August 16th at 6:30 p.m., and the public is encouraged to attend.
Now here's meteorologist Chase Ropanak with our full weather forecast.
Good morning, Chase.
Your main weather today is brought to you by Scott's Recreation. Scott's Recreation is New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest tractor and camper prices, locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. So as we look right now, we can see that we have our futurecast temperatures today. It's going to be a little bit on the cooler end. As you can see, once we get into the early morning hours at 10:30, Bangor is going to be sitting at 64, so those temperatures should warm up, but it's not going to be warm like it was for the past week, so we are hitting the cooler end today. Looking at the temperature trend, we can see we're only going to have a high of 72 today, and those temperatures throughout the week are going to slightly increase. By Sunday, we'll see we're going to be sitting just a little bit above average at 82 degrees. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful week coming up with some beautiful temperatures. So looking at the humidity today, we can see that the humidity has gotten on the lower end now since those temperatures have dropped. We're in the more comfortable region. It does look like as those temperatures increase a little bit, it will get a little muggy, but then by looks like Thursday midday, those temperatures will drop back down to the 50s, and the humidity will be in a lot more comfortable region. So now we're looking at the radar. We can see we do have some showers coming through right now. A lot of these are moving east right now and bringing just heavy rain with them mostly. It doesn't seem to be anything too severe with these thunderstorms. So looking into the future now, we can see that we do have a lot of showers coming. Some of those do have some thunderstorms embedded with them. They can bring gusty winds, heavy rain, and possibly some small hail with those. And as we look into the winds now, or actually, sorry, not the winds, the rainfall, we can see we're getting quite a bit of rain, almost getting close to 2 inches in Holton up here. And then we're a little over ½ inch in this area. And as the more south you go, the rain does decrease, but we're still going to get quite a bit of rain in some areas, so expect that coming on with those heavy showers. And then looking into today's forecast, we have a high of 72 with some scattered showers and a little bit of breezy winds from the northwest. And then going into tonight's forecast, we do have a low of 65 degrees with more scattered showers and thunderstorms coming our way. As we look into tomorrow's forecast, it'll be a high of 72 again with some rain showers likely with that all-day event coming in. And as we go into the extended forecast for today, you can see that we do have a rain chance Monday and Tuesday with some thunderstorms coming in as well. Wednesday with those highs in the mid-70s. And then Thursday and Friday will come back with more rain with highs close to 80.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
The signs of summer are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And a day at the lake brings the family together. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort, serving northern Maine to Portland. Choose from Daikin, Fujitsu, or Mitsubishi heat pumps, and you'll be ready for whatever summer brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
When outdoors, some people like it hot and some people like it cold. However, when indoors, most people like it comfortably warm. Consider a Rinnai direct vent wall furnace from McCusick Petroleum Company to provide you with comfortable and efficient heat. They also offer sales and service on many brands of furnaces, boilers, and water heaters. McCusick Petroleum Company delivers oil and LP gas to homes and businesses throughout the Pequot region. If you'd like more information on pricing or service, call or stop by our office in Dover-Foxcroft.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Tonight, love is sweet in Belgium, but is trouble brewing in Bruges?
I still have feelings for Gabby.
You'll have to see it
This is humiliating.
to believe it.
Talk to me. What do you want to do?
Raise your hands if you like pizza. You know, I might not be able to see you, but I'm sure there's lots of you at home with your hands raised. Well, guess what? Today's your lucky day because we're having a pizza party. Instead of serving up the same old cheese pie, we thought it'd be fun to make a beefed up pizza that is nothing short of spectacular. We start by sauteing some ground beef along with a bit of garlic until no pink remains. After draining it, we stir in some fresh plum tomatoes that we've seeded and chopped, along with a bit of salt and pepper. This'll be what sets this apart. Next, we roll out a store-bought pizza dough. You could even use a pre-made pizza shell, or, if you're watching your carbs, a cauliflower pizza crust. Now we spoon the tomato and meat mixture over the crust and top it with strips of provolone cheese, and into the oven it goes. And by the way, if you're not a big meat eater, you can substitute the beef with a plant-based protein. Once the crust is golden and the cheese is melted, all that's left to do is cut it into wedges and dig in. Talk about something that everyone loves and that's so darn easy and budget-friendly. The recipe for our beefy garlic pizza is online now, so you can throw your own pizza party at home as soon as tonight. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a beefy good way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Tomorrow night, the historic Bangor Band will perform its season finale show at the Main Savings Amphitheater at Waterfront Concerts in Bangor, which will be free of charge.
It will begin at 6:30 p.m. and will be the last concert conducted by the longtime conductor, Kirvin Farnham, nicknamed Chip, and he is the Professor of Emeritus of Music at the University of Maine.
Seats will be available in the amphitheater pit area. For more information, call 949-3873.
I can't believe it's the last concert of the season already.
I know.
I can hear them from my house every Tuesday, and it's just funny how I felt like just the other day, and this is how fast summer goes by, we just had somebody on here from the Bangor band, and all of a sudden, we were talking about the first one coming up, and all of a sudden it's over.
I know. I can't. Was that a month and a half ago?
At least.
Yeah.
It was. I want to say it was May.
I know, and this one's special too because they haven't had a chance to do it at the Waterfront Concerts venue, so that's very cool. Good Morning America is next on ABC 7.
Stick with us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That is next on Fox 22. Have a great start to your week.
If you're a Medicare beneficiary and live in the area, call now to see how this little card could get you some big benefits, including money added back to your Social Security check. With one toll-free call, you can find out how easy it is to get all of your original Medicare coverage, plus extra benefits. You get an all-in-one plan designed to fit your needs so you can be your best every day. You could have medical coverage, prescription drugs with $0 generics, dental, vision and hearing, plus the WellCare Visa Flex Card, money for over-the-counter items, and money back in your Social Security check each month, and so much more. And here's more good news. You can get a WellCare plan for a $0 monthly premium. How can WellCare offer all of those benefits for a $0 monthly premium? It's simple. Medicare Advantage and Medicare Part D prescription drug coverage are important parts of Medicare. WellCare has a contract with Medicare to offer